gets off this old baggage?
Whoa! Look at you! What about me?
Hey there, car enthusiasts and Pixar lovers. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some burning news that'll rev up your engines and get your heart racing. That's right, folks. We're diving into the latest details about the much-anticipated Cars 4. Will it ever hit the big screen? What could the story be? And who's returning to voice our beloved characters? Buckle up, because we've got all the insider info right here. Now, before we get into the latest details, let's remind ourselves of the massive success this franchise has enjoyed. Lightning McQueen and his colorful crew have not only raced their ways into our hearts, but also into the bank accounts of Disney and Pixar. With over $1.7 billion in earnings, Cars has become one of Disney's biggest merchandising properties. Think about that. That's a whole lot of Lightning McQueen toys, Mater plushes, and Radiator Springs souvenirs. But wait, it's been a while since we heard from our favorite animated Cars, hasn't it? The last time we saw Lightning McQueen and the gang on the big screen was in 2017 when Cars 3 hit theaters. It felt like the perfect ending, wrapping up more than a decade of high-speed action and heartfelt storytelling. However, as they say in the world of showbiz, when there's a will, there's a way. And Disney, being the entertainment juggernaut that it is, has rekindled our hopes for Cars 4 with a renewed franchise-focused mandate. Films like Toy Story 5 and Frozen 3 have received the green light, proving that Disney is ready to breathe new life into beloved franchises. So it's no wonder that the question on every fan's mind is, will Pixar ever make Cars 4? The answer, well, that's where things get interesting. In the lead up to the release of Cars 3 back in 2017, the director of that film dropped a tantalizing hint during an interview with Cinema Blend. He said, and I quote, "I don't know. I'm not sure. I actually don't know the future of the franchise." Can you believe it? The director himself didn't know what the future held for Lightning McQueen and the gang. But, and that's a big but, he didn't shut the garage door on the possibility of Cars 4. In fact, he added, if there's a good story to tell, it's worth investing. And that, my friends, is the key to a good story. You see, Pixar isn't in the business of churning out sequels for the sake of it. They're all about crafting stories that resonate with audiences of all ages. So if there's a tale worth telling in the Cars universe, it's a safe bet that Pixar is more than willing to hit the gas pedal. Now, of course, a lot has changed since that 2017 interview. We've seen new Pixar projects, Disney theme park investments, and even some intriguing shorts on Disney+. But when it comes to Cars 4, Disney has remained tight-lipped, leaving us all to speculate and daydream about Lightning McQueen's next adventure. Alright, there's a beacon of hope for all you Cars fans out there. Larry the Cable Guy, the voice behind the lovable Mater, has weighed in on Cars 4's conversation. In a 2020 conversation with Pop Culture, Larry shared his thoughts, and it's safe to say he's keeping the optimism engine running. While Larry hadn't heard any official news about Cars 4, he pointed to Disney's investments in the Cars-themed ventures, including the Cars Land theme park at California Adventure. His take, you would think if you put in $1 billion theme park, you probably got to keep putting fuel in the tank. And honestly, it's hard to argue with this logic. Larry's got a point there. When $1 billion theme park is in play, it's not just about nostalgia. It's about keeping the engine of the franchise running, and that includes potential new films. So while we don't have an official confirmation yet, Larry's optimism is contagious, and we're all hoping Disney and Pixar will indeed keep that tank full for more high-octane adventures. Now, you might be wondering why all the buzz and speculation around Cars 4. Well, it's not just about wishful thinking. There are some exciting hints and developments that suggest Cars 4 could be on the horizon. Stick around as we delve into the potential release dates and what we might see in the next installment of this beloved franchise. As of now, Cars 4 hasn't secured a spot on Pixar's official release slate, at least not publicly. But hold on to your seatbelts because there's more to this story. Pixar, known for its meticulous planning, does have 3 mysterious slots on its release calendar. Those dates are June 13th, 2025, March 6th, 2026, and June 19th, 2026. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Pixar typically reserves those prime June release slots for its high-caliber titles. So, what does that mean for Cars 4? Well, it suggests that if a fourth installment is indeed in the works, June 2025 or 2026 could be the prime candidates for its release. And considering that 2026 marks the 20th anniversary of the Cars franchise, it feels like the perfect time to celebrate 2 decades of Lightning McQueen and his unforgettable journey. Imagine a grand return of our beloved characters on the silver screen right on the anniversary of our franchise's birth. It's a tantalizing prospect that's got fans revving their engines with excitement. So, we've discussed the potential release dates, but what about the story? What could we expect in Cars 4? After all, Lightning McQueen seems to retire from racing to mentor Cruz Ramirez at the end of Cars 3. Let's explore the exciting possibilities. Owen Wilson, the voice behind Lightning McQueen, has hinted at an intriguing direction for the franchise. He suggested maybe seeing Lightning McQueen in sort of like a thriller. Yeah, you heard that right, a thrilling Lightning McQueen. Picture our favorite race car in a heart-pounding adventure. And why not? Cars 2 already took a bold step by delving into the world of international espionage, so a genre-bending approach for Cars 4 wouldn't be out of the question. After all, Pixar is known for pushing boundaries and keeping audiences of all ages entertained. This time around, it might not just be Lightning McQueen in the spotlight. The director of Cars 3 hinted at the possibility of a different character taking the lead role, saying, "I think there could be a different character as the star, if it feels right, and we've got the character in mind." Cruz Ramirez, voiced by Cristela Alonso, emerged as a fan favorite in Cars 3. She went from being a trainer to a potential racer herself, working under Lightning McQueen's guidance. Could she step up and become the franchise's figurehead in Cars 4? It's a question that has fans buzzing with anticipation. So whether we see Lightning McQueen in a thrilling escapade or Cruz Ramirez stepping into the spotlight, the possibilities are endless. One thing's for sure, if Pixar decides to bring us Cars 4, it's bound to be a ride we won't want to miss. But the question remains, who from the original cast will return for this exciting adventure? Should Disney and Pixar decide to hit the gas pedal for Cars 4, you can rest assured that several familiar voices will be back to rev up the excitement. Of course, at the center of it all, we have Owen Wilson returning as the voice of our beloved Lightning McQueen. After all, it wouldn't be a Cars movie without the star racer himself. In Cars 3, we saw Lightning take on a new role as a mentor, and we couldn't wait to see what's in store for him next. But let's not forget Larry the Cable Guy, who has been the voice behind the lovable Mater since the beginning. Mater's goofy charm and heartfelt friendship with Lightning McQueen have made him an iconic character in the franchise. And speaking of new blood, Cristela Alonso, who voices Cruz Ramirez, might have her moment to shine in Cars 4. As we mentioned earlier, her character journey from trainer to potential racer was a highlight of Cars 3. Could she take on an even more prominent role in the next installment? And it's not just our main trio that makes the Cars movie so special. The residents of Radiator Springs, the heart and soul of the franchise, have their own memorable voices that have become an integral part of the series. Bonnie Hunt as Sally Carrera, John Rattensberger as Mac, Tony as Luigi, Guido as Guido, Lloyd Shear as Fillmore, Cheech Marin as Ramon, Catherine Hellman as Lizzie, Paul Dooley as Sarge, and Jennifer Lewis as Flo have all lent their voices to these lovable characters over the years. These characters with their unique personalities and quirks help create the magic of Radiator Springs, and it's safe to say we can't imagine a Cars 4 without them. Well, there you have it, folks. The latest details on Cars 4 are a blend of excitement and anticipation. While we might not have an official confirmation yet, it feels like it's just around the corner. Stay tuned for more updates on this high-octane adventure. If you're as excited as I am about the possibility of a Cars 4, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates on your favorite movies and more. Until next time, keep those engines running, and we'll see you in the fast lane.